What's up, guys? Mark Smith, JBS Training Group. Got Millie out here with me today. We're going to talk through seated rifle positions and try to give you guys some ideas that might help stabilize your wobble zone if you're reticle or your dot or whatever. Give you a little better success at trying to get some super precise shot groups and make some hard shots at distance or at tiny things or both, right? This is just a couple of ways. There's absolute variations of this. It's kind of endless. You can take this and kind of make up all kind of stuff with it. I'm just going to hit you with a couple of basic ones that I teach at class, and we'll go through those. Try to understand the principles of what I'm doing. When you understand the principles of stability and what actually creates it, it becomes a lot easier to find it in a lot of different places, right? So anyway, so the first one, man, we're just going to start out right off the bat is you're standing and you're just going to sit down, right? So I'm going to sit straight down on my hind end. I've got my legs here. I can let my adductors, my hip flexors kind of catch this and give me some support here to stabilize the gun. I typically, from this particular position, will go to the bottom of the magazine and kind of create a pedestal to hold the rifle up with, just because reaching out here is going to take this arm off of this stability point. So remember, with any kind of stability, I'm trying to connect the gun to the ground. If you remember from standing or kneeling videos that we did, all we're trying to do is connect the gun to the ground because it's the most stable thing in our environment, right? So if I take this away, now I've lost some of that stability. So I'm going to come back here and kind of monopod this however you see fit. Another way is going to be to cross your legs, and same, I'm going to monopod it. I'm going to let the hard parts of my elbows sink into these soft spots of my knee, and I'm going to kind of hold the gun and do something similar to that. Another way from here, I like to tuck this leg under. I'm in line with the target, right? Creating a good natural point of aim environment, and I'm gonna mag hook this knee. And now I've got something that I can lay the gun on and connect it to the ground like that. The knee is in between the magazine and the grip. So that's a neat little way to get that done. Another cool one that tends to work good for most people, regardless of body type and flexibility and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna start from standing so I can show you how I get into it. All right, so the way that I get into this one, is going to be like from the start. I'm going to decide that that is the position I want, and there's a way that I get into it that's pretty quick, right? I'm going to start out, target's going to be straight in front of you. I'm going to angle my feet approximately 47.25 degrees to the right because I'm a right-handed shooter. My strong side foot is going to wrap around this support side foot, and I'm going to sit straight down like this. Now, this foot is now tucked under this leg, right? And what that's doing is kind of keeping it from falling down to the ground. It's also making everything nice and tight. Anytime I can get nice and tight, it's a lot better than loosey-goosey, right? From here, I'm gonna mag hook this knee, right? And I can lay into this leg, or I can pull on the gun and pull on this magazine against my knee. And that is pretty doggone rock solid for most people. It's also pretty easy to get into for most people, right? Once again, you can play with this stuff, figure out a way to connect the gun to the ground. Most of the time it's going to be through the magazine, the grip, or both. My last but not least favorite one, last but not least, is going to be seated pedestal. I named it that because I ain't never heard it called nothing else. I'm sure it's got some super official name, but I don't know what it is, so I call it what I call it. I'm going to sit on the ground, and if you do this on the internet, people will make fun of you, but it's cool just out shoot them. This leg's going to go down and have a slight bend in the knee. For me, some people put this completely flat. I don't like it completely flat because I gain something from it. Right from there, support side foot is going to stack on top of that one. Gun's going to rest on top of that foot. From there, right, check it out. Number one, I've got contact with that entire forearm to this quad, this thigh. Same over here. I've got contact with this arm that's going to lay on this opposite leg. I want to create a clamping mechanism that connects this gun to my foot. So I'm going to kind of let my toe roll back, grab my toe and my rifle, and pinch those together. From here, I've got 1, 2, 3 points of contact. I can also raise this up just a hair and allow the mag hook and the grip to come into play with it as well. That is the most stable seated position I've ever found. I routinely have students shoot 5X after 5X at 50 yards away doing that. So does it look dumb? Yeah, but if it works and it looks dumb, then it ain't dumb, right? So play with it and figure out what'd you like, man? That's what I got for you on seated rifle. That's the taste of it. And try this stuff out. Put it on B8s, right? Set up some B8s at 50 yards. Set up some, head boxes at 50 yards. See which one of these positions gives you the best overall shot grouping, and then see which one you can get into the fastest, shoot the fastest from. What happens when the gun goes off? Am I losing that stability and recoil? Things like that. And then you'll know. This is how I like to shoot from seated, right? That's what I got for you, man. Mark Smith, JBS Training Group. Appreciate y'all.